Sometimes we feel alone and hopeless. Well, maybe more than just sometimes. The world is a big place, and there are billions of people, but somehow we still end up believing that no one understands what we're going through. In these moments, that connecting with other people on a deeper level allows us to regain hope and optimism for the future. And reading is one of the best ways to accomplish this. Immersing ourselves in inspiring stories and personal accounts of adversity turned into greatness reminds us that what we're going through is universal, that there's a way for us to overcome challenges and maybe, just maybe, to realize greatness ourselves as well. I read everything, but generally I go for more fiction than facts. But when I want to turn to facts, I go for biographies and autobiographies because they help us to realize that we're not alone. And if we can overcome our problems, then we can actually be happy and successful. Another reason for reading biographies and autobiographies is because stories of such greatness can be found about every type of person in every field. Whatever it is that you hope to achieve, there's a real life story out there to inspire you. So here are 10 of the most inspiring biographies and autobiographies worth reading right now. The first book is Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela. Long Walk to Freedom tells the important story of anti-apartheid activist and political leader and now famous events that unfolded during his prison sentence, the apartheid revolution, and his eventual rise, victory as the first black president of South Africa. The book recounts Mandela's struggles and the wisdom he uncovers along the way, and is one of the most inspirational stories of victory in the face of injustice ever told. Now, the second book is Dreams from My Father by Barack Obama. This is a rendition of struggles, of the relationship between families, of the racism faced, and of the love affair of the current most popular man in the world. Obama's writing style shows class and exclusiveness as he reflects on his personal experiences on the racial relationships in the USA. Now, the third book is The Autobiography of Benjamin Franklin by Benjamin Franklin. It was written from 1771 to 1790. This book contains the life history of one of America's founding fathers. Benjamin Franklin's autobiography will tell you how a low middle class youth into one of the most admired men in the world. See? Totally relatable. Not only this, it will also tell you how Mr. Franklin believed in the American dream and indicated the possibilities of life in the new world. He proved to the world that hard work pays off, that undistinguished persons could become of great importance in the world. Another reason why this is a classic is due to the historical factors. It reveals how life was in the 18th century. The idealism, the intellectualism, and the optimistic beliefs are very well expressed. This autobiography contains 4 parts and is totally worth a read. The fourth book is The Story of My Experiments with Truth. Mahatma Gandhi's autobiography is a frank and humble account. It highlights the moral and spiritual side of an extraordinary leader. This book is firmly rooted in the historical background of the 40 years he spent in India. It has every detail of Gandhi's life, historical and political incidents, and his personal philosophy on life. It is a beautiful book, not to be missed at all. And Mahatma Gandhi is also one of my favorite leaders, so do read this book. You're going to love it. I know I do. You're going to learn a lot from this book. And besides that, he is the father of our nation, so we must read this book. And you're going to love it. Now, the fifth book is The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. This diary is very unlike your usual autobiography. Anne Frank was a Jewish girl who, along with her family and few friends, went into hiding during World War II. This beautiful piece describes everything that a 13-year-old girl would experience. Typical girlhood consciousness, friendships with other girls, her crushes on boys, and her academic performances. It also states how her life was while in hiding, her emotional roller coasters, her opinions on other people's behavior, and her loneliness. This is my favorite part of the book. But anyways, her diary shortly ends after her 15th birthday. Now, the sixth book is Agatha Christie, an autobiography by Agatha Christie. This autobiography can be considered as the unraveling of one of the best mysteries, Agatha Christie herself. She speaks of the delight of her happy childhood, her affectionate acquaintance with her mother, tragic episodes that touched her, mother's death, and her first husband's adultery, marrying her second husband, and most importantly, about her works. You need to try this book as well. It's really, really amazing. Now, the seventh book is Chronicles Volume 1 by Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan needs no introduction. This is the first volume of his autobiography and it contains 3 chapters. Here he talks about his life in New York in 1961, his experiences while recording his first album, and his devotion towards 2 of his lesser albums. You can try this book as well. It's kind of necessary to read this book if you love music. Hi guys! So, these are some really inspiring books that you should definitely consider to read because I'm sure there is a lot to take from all these books and then apply whatever we learned from these books to our lives. But in general, I would highly recommend reading Mahatma Gandhi, Obama, Nelson Mandela, and Anne Frank. These books really help me to understand what really matters. They will also help you to gain empathy and forget about everything that is materialistic. So, which book are you going to read? But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss any videos from me. Follow me on Instagram. Let me know what was your favorite part of the video or which novel I should review next, or just say hi, that's fine too. And above all that, everybody have an amazing day. I'll see you all next Monday.